Hello again, my name's Nick and you're joining me at the beginning of week 11 of my Alevere weight loss journey. This is my 13th video diary. Lucky for some, as they say, or unlucky for some. This week, I've weighed in, I can't believe this, at 12 stone, 12.9 pounds. I am below 13 stone. I don't think I've been below 13 stone since I was probably 14 years old, okay? I am now 5 stone off my highest ever recorded weight. Admittedly, that was before I started Alevere. That's going back a few years now. But on Alevere alone, I have lost 2 stone, 11 pounds in 10 weeks. So absolutely delighted that I took the Alevere weight loss journey. I'm now on stabilisation stage 1 because, yeah, I've reached target. My target was 13.5 to begin with. I then hit 13. I'm now below 13. The chances are I may lose a little bit of weight over the next few weeks as I stabilise and go on to normal eating. But yeah, 3 pounds this week on stage 3. So don't worry about going on to the next phase of the diet. I was really nervous that weight loss would slow. Well, you know, last couple of weeks have been kind of around the 2 pound mark. This week on stage 3, 3 pounds. But now I'm on stabilisation. It is just that. It is about levelling and keeping exactly where you are. And I have that half stone buffer that I always wanted. This is... I'm being fast-tracked now, basically. So the stabilisation stages, there are several stages. I've got stage 1 and 2, and I'm doing 3 days on one and 4 days on the other this week. I'll tell you about those in a minute. First of all, as I do every week, let me bore you with some of my charts. So here I am at the moment, 12 stone, 12.9 pounds. You can see just how far I've fallen. My fat mass, 18.4%. Now, this is an interesting one. My fat mass is these scales that work out, obviously, the percentage of fat and the percentage of muscle in your body. The goal is 17. I'm at 18.4. So there's a little way I can still go here. But obviously, I'm going to pick up a little bit of exercise. Nothing crazy when I come off this diet. And I hope, well, you'll see as I switch to monthly video diaries that should sort itself out. Finally, my BMI, 23.2. 22 is perfect for my height and age, but given my build, I'm quite a broad-shouldered guy. I'm certainly not a waif. I've basically been told by the clinic, Nick, you're at a good weight. We're not going to take any more of your money. We're going to stabilise you, and we're going to stabilise you quickly so you can enjoy Christmas. So that's wonderful. But obviously enjoy Christmas a bit differently to I have done in the past. It's going to be weird having refined sugar. It's been so long since I've tasted anything with sugar in it. And I'll be honest with you, I don't fancy it at all. The idea of a Haribo right now is just horrible, repulsive. Or even a chocolate. You know, I saw the family handing round a box of Heroes at the weekend, and I thought, oh my God, I'd normally have one of those. And I actually thought, yeah, but think what it'll taste like, that kind of gritty sweetness, which I craved like crazy once upon a time. I'm not sure I'm that guy anymore. Let's hope not. Let's hope that this investment in my weight loss has been worth it. Okay, so let me tell you a bit about stage 1, because when I was on this diet, I would love to have known what was coming next. Okay, so now my breakfasts consist of 100 grams, of 0% Greek fat-free yogurt, and I have just 30 grams of sugar-free muesli in it. I stir it up, I put a tiny sprinkling of that Canderel Sugarly on the top. It's a really lovely breakfast, keeps me filled right up till lunch, and then I save my snack as an evening snack. But on stabilisation stage 1, your mid-morning snack can be 1 orange, 1 grapefruit, 2 satsumas, or 2 clementines. Great for Christmas, huh? But remember, this is in addition to your normal allowance. So you still allowed your... Oh, hang on, I say that. No, you're still allowed up to 200 grams a day. So that's basically 4 satsumas anyway. So you could go satsuma crazy if you really wanted to. Lunch is still 1 sachet. So you're allowed 1 sachet for lunch, which you can have with, specified fruit and vegetables. I tend to do a really basic cheese omelette with a bit of chopped red pepper in there and a couple of mushrooms. I fry it off in a bit of the old spray. Really nice, filling lunch, bit of black pepper on it. Warms me up in the cold, it's perfect. Mid-afternoon, you're allowed a sachet or a bar. obviously I'm having the bar every day, so I have a nice one of the hazelnut ones are my favourite, but the pistachios aren't too bad either. And then you have your dinner, which for me now I'm having either a salad niçoise, like a tuna salad with grated carrot, a little bit of tomato. I actually spray that spray light on it just to give it a bit of kind of greasiness, a bit of a dressing, black pepper, and this is the first time I might be being naughty. It doesn't say you're allowed black olives, but I've read what's on black olives. There's nothing in black olives. So I allow myself 10 and I count the weight out of my 200 grams. And I don't think it's destroying the diet, especially now I'm on a stabilisation stage. So that's what I am allowing myself. Other than that, potassium tablets have stopped. I'm only taking one salt tablet a day in the morning, and quinton as normal, calcium as normal, magnesium as normal. So that's stage one. Stage two is basically the same, apart from you're only having one sachet or bar a day. So you've now got on stage two, which I start later this week, you have a lunch choice, a 2-column lunch choice, yeah? So you can have natural cottage cheese, hummus, feta cheese, light cheese, low-fat cheese or sesame seeds. So you can have that, and you can have an egg, grilled steak, ham, turkey breast, chicken breast, tuna or Quorn. So I haven't thought about this yet, because normally like you would look at that and think, well, that needs a slice of toast, you know? If you're going to have like a poached egg on toast or whatever. But there's no carbs yet, so I guess that comes later. There's no potatoes yet. There's certainly no pasta. There's no beans. There's no lentils. There's no chickpeas, other than, of course, that allowance of hummus. And no mention of soups. I guess you could make soups if you had a NutriBullet or something, probably something I should have invested in. But there we go. One other little tip this week, because I find it a bit of a pain, the old Dead Sea mineral, the quinton thing, yeah? That you have to count out 20 drops into a cup, and sometimes you squeeze it a bit too hard or you tilt it wrong and you get a big jet, and then you get a really salty mouthful as a result. I wish I'd discovered this from day one. All you need is a 1/4 teaspoon measurer thing, so you just squirt it in. I found one at the back of the cupboard. I've spent so many days, blup, 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 you know, pain in the bum. That's the way to do it. Do you know, talking of pain in the bum, I haven't even measured my results this week, which is unlike me. I've had a bit of a busy week again, but I normally do the tape measure stuff, don't I? I've totally forgotten to do that this week. That's bad. That's because I'm forgetting, you know, and I'm a day late on this update. This is what happens at the end of the day. I have to be very careful. I'll take those measurements tomorrow morning, and yeah, I won't obviously bother updating you, but maybe next week we'll look at that. But do you know, there was a big moment for me this week. Oh, there goes the phone. Cut. Okay, sorry about that. Phone call over. Typically an insurance call. Annoying, aren't they? Anyway, that's it from me this week. I don't think there's anything else I can say. There's going to be another update next week. But I think I'm going to have my final appointment pretty soon, that final MedGem test, and I'll tell you all about it when it happens. And you know, I want to keep this channel open. So as I say, the months that follow, I will keep checking in, keep giving updates, just to prove to those who are following this journey, and prove to myself, yeah, that this isn't a one-hit wonder. This isn't another one of those diets where you get to the end and you just rocket back up to the weight that you began with, or beyond, yeah. And as I've said before, there is a 5% chance. Only 1 in 20 manage to sustain weight loss after a diet, whatever diet you do. Yeah, so people saying, oh, slow and steady is the way to go. At the end of it, you've still got a 1 in 20 chance of sustaining that weight loss over a year. So that is the ultimate goal. Keep watching. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back next week. Cheers. Bye-bye.